971. Call the office at 572-0383 or 572-0215. REV-UP, St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Harddrive is brought to you the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we truly care. During life's most difficult moments, we want you to know you are not alone.
At Rambali's, we are dedicated to providing dignity, compassion, and comfort when you need it the most.
Our caring team is here to walk with you every step of the way, whether it's in planning a gentle farewell or celebrating the beautiful life of your loved one.
We understand how precious they are, and we promise to honor their memory with the utmost respect and love.
Let us help you find peace and solace during this challenging time.
Please reach out to us at
758-452-2021, Castries, or 758-454-9239, Latuni, Viewfort, or visit us at ramballysfuneral.com.
We're here for you, ready to listen, support,
and serve with heartfelt compassion. You can lean on us.
At Rambali's,
we care.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe. Welcome to Harddrive for today, Monday, the 10th of August. My name is Andre Paul, and let me say a special good morning to those of you listening to us across St. Lucia on 95.9 FM, online at REV-UP.SLU.com. We're also on Facebook, live on YouTube, also live on X, and live on DBS television as well. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Andre Paul, the host of the show. To my immediate left, none other than Natalie. Good morning to you, Natalie. How are you doing there?
Good morning. Happy Monday.
All right, happy Monday to you.
Week. Yes.
Yeah, and let's say good morning to Lady J. Lady J.
Good morning, Andre.
Yes, how are
Hope
you?
all is well. I'm good.
All right,
I could
then.
do some more sleep.
We all can do sleep.
But I'm good. Good morning, DBS.
I know the feeling.
Good morning, YouTube.
Good morning, Facebook.
Good morning, Facebook. And good morning, X. Yes, we're live.
So,
And of course, our 95.9 listeners. We can't say too little thank yous. We have to say as many thank yous for them,
yes.
to them. And of course, those who are not watching but are listening online.
Okay, so Lady J, before we even move on, our new program, The Lowdown, is coming this coming Wednesday from 10 a.m. I know our listeners are probably wondering, despite the fact that we have a really well done promo by Riani. I want to say a big thank you to Riani for presenting and producing this well done, well put together promo. So some people probably want to hear it in simple terms. So what is The Lowdown all about, Lady J?
I thought you said he produced it, Andre. What he produced?
The promo I'm talking about.
Not the script.
No, the promo.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had to say that.
All right, yes. Lady J produced the script. All right, okay. Yes, Lady J.
All right. Well, yes, Andre, I think it was about time we did that here as well. Get more listeners on board to not just early morning with you, but at least mid-morning, get them on board. So soon we will have them to send in those letters,
yes,
as opposed to us sort of waiting for a letter. So we're going to say that from early o'clock. Send in those letters if you know the story, if you experience these things. So it's about really a lot of gossip. Yeah, why not? A lot of people are into gossip. I'm not going to say it's going to be always clean gossip. There might be some exaggeration as always. But yes, it's going to be about family drama. It's going to be about three-ring circus drama. It's going to be about who getting married to who and who shouldn't. It's, we have a lot of stories. Okay. And the first story, I think, on Wednesday, people are going to chime in. Well, I hope they will.
Yes. We want you to. We want you to chime in. All right? So we'll be heading from What's on Your Mind directly into The Lowdown on Wednesday.
Right.
It's exciting stuff on Rev-UP.
Right.
Yeah.
So we will try first online, and if that, on radio, and if that works out well, then we will switch to our viewers as well.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, yesterday, Linda was messaging me from DBS and asking if he's going to be live. Yeah, so I told her.
Thank you, Linda.
Yeah.
We'll think about that.
Yeah. So as you said, if things are really,
Yes.
really knocking, then we'll have that option. So
Yeah.
Linda, thank you so much, Linda. Really appreciate all your support.
Yeah,
Right?
we do.
Let me just let our listeners and viewers know as well that we're already planning for our REV-UP's third anniversary. Coming up on the the official day is the 16th of October. We'll be having our celebration on the 17th of October. But more details to come a little later
that's
for that.
lovely.
So our third anniversary.
Will there be cake?
If you want.
That'll be your side of the business. You get the cake.
Yeah. Oh,
That's what you
The
just
problem
throw
with
out to her
cake is that you can't
immediately.
not everybody can get. That's the problem with cake.
No, but if you ask her to do it, then she can contact
Well, a
several
massive,
people.
massive
So we
pro-
can have
Yeah.
more than one cake, Andre. We have the main cake, and we have lots of little ones.
Just a little one.
Yeah.
Can have cupcakes.
That too.
As
Can-
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
my favorite.
Not you're not a
My
cupcake
favorite
girl.
is
sliced.
No.
Cheesecake.
black cake.
Black cake. That's what you like. Wow. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Plain cake, you can get that anywhere,
Yeah.
Andre.
But I
I'm
hope you
not
I
so-
hope you like the black cake with the chunks of fruit, huh? The
Yeah.
chunks.
Oh yes, Andre.
Not
Yeah.
And a
yeah.
little, and not
anything
too
that's,
much rum,
that's
eh?
blended. Huh?
No,
I
it
don't like that
doesn't
blend
matter.
thing.
no.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter for me.
Chunks. I like chunks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as I can taste it.
Ah,
It doesn't matter, and to make sure it's the real fruit.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know,
My mom
The
makes
real
them chunky.
prunes.
You've
So-
forgotten my mom.
Yeah, so yeah,
My
of course,
mom,
so on the cherries in there. Yeah.
I
I
like,
like
to see
it.
the
and
cherries.
I like
though.
it when you can bite into a whole
And the
cherry.
raisins.
Have
Oh
you
really?
had that?
People put the whole
Oh
one?
yeah, the
I've never
whole
seen
cherry,
that.
and then you.
I've always seen the half.
I love that.
I always see the half sticking
Aha,
out.
Yeah.
I've never seen the whole cherry
The whole cherry.
sticking from the fruit.
Maybe you bit it.
No, Andre, you have a slice. Andre, how you eating your cake? You just holding the cake.
Oh,
and
you know.
eating it.
Oh, you know. You know me already.
I mean, a slice of cake, you can see the front and the back, eh? Unless it's such a
Yeah.
big piece.
Yeah, you know me already.
All right, Andre. No, I have to start taking
This feels
little
like a
pieces
metaphor for
first.
something else that we.
Your mind, you just like
Oh.
Andre.
Now you see, now this time I'm innocent.
You see? No, Andre's spreading that. Andre's spreading it because he was doing the same thing with me. Now you're sitting too close to me.
She's a
I'm
good,
gonna stay
she's
in
a
my
good
corner.
learner. She's a good
I'm
learner.
going to stay in my
I'm a
corner.
fast
And
Fast learner
Andre's
too.
spreading that.
Alrighty. Okay, so talking about eating, let's go right
Let's
there.
go into the day's
Yeah.
menu.
All right, so
Tomaso.
the menu for today at the Tomaso Bread Place is stewed saltfish. You can have that, or stewed backs, or sauteed pig snout. Served with ground provisions, white dumplings, lentils, tossed salad, and cucumber salad served with avocado.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
do they mean by white dumplings?
Well, yeah, you can do
Whole wheat
the whole
flour
wheat
or the
with-
white
or the
flour?
white flour.
Oh, so they're specifying. Okay.
yeah, white
People
dumplings.
normally say dumplings.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying that. Okay.
But you know,
got
some
it.
people make the dumplings with the wheat flour.
Yeah.
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 But
That's
this
a
is
little
the-
bit healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people
I have
like
never
the
tasted
white
it.
dumplings.
Oh.
People like that's
Yeah.
what we like. That's what we
Because
like.
that's what we used to from
E-
small.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is probably some later in life sort of thing because I never heard of that
Which one?
as a kid
Which one?
to use the
Whole wheat flour.
whole wheat?
Yeah.
As a kid, I never heard
A
that.
lot of people do it with whole wheat
Yes.
flour.
And when I got older, yes. But as a kid, I never heard.
No, not
the
as a
difference,
kid. No,
yeah.
no.
It was always white.
You know what I love my mom to make, and even now I.
She's
ask her
listening
to
now, by
make-
the way.
Yeah. I know. You know what I like mommy to make for me is dumplings and cocoa tea.
Ah, yes, I.
Dumplings
Yes,
and
I.
cocoa tea?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
like
You
even
never
now
had that?
I'll ask
No.
my mother to make some.
Coffee
You've
black.
No.
Coffee.
Dumplings.
Hey,
Listen.
where are you? Who are you?
Bakes and cocoa tea for me.
Yes, fine, but dumplings and cocoa tea.
No.
Your mother didn't. You have to sit down and have the
How you
dumplings
mean?
and cocoa
How
tea,
you mean?
Lady
I've
J.
never. I'm being
Wow.
honest. What do you want me to do? Lie and say yes?
No, but
I have
we're
never
just
had it.
wondering what happened.
No, I've
Right?
never had it.
Abby, don't you think?
Life in Bella Rosa.
I have never had. I've never had.
Somebody
No.
have to make you a good
Let me tell you.
thick
Let
dumpling
me be.
and cocoa tea.
No, let me be
Somebody
honest
have to
with
make
you.
it
The
for
only
you.
time I will eat dumpling is in soup.
But you're missing your life.
I'm not
Your whole
missing
life
anything
is
because
missing.
I lived in Barbados and they have it in other meals and I would not eat it.
Mm.
The only, I'm being honest, the only time I will eat
Well,
a
I tell you what.
dumpling-
I tell you what. Natalie, Becky's
it.
listening right now.
Yeah.
What is good is Becky? When you're in the mood, when you're able to, make some nice
When she's
cocoa
able
tea
to, yeah.
and dumplings.
Oh my goodness.
Right? For
Yeah.
your daughter, first and foremost. And then, of course, you shall
I'll
make
share
some
some
for
with Lady J. Just have
Lady J.
one dumpling. My mommy will make it with white flour for you because mommy always makes it with whole wheat flour.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll ask mommy to make a few with white flour for you, and you'll just have one.
No comment. Let's wait for that day.
Just have
Exactly.
one.
So
Yeah.
hang in there.
Yeah,
hang in there. All right,
Andrew.
hang in
hang
there.
in there. That's a good one.
All right.
Yes.
So again, the menu for today at the Thomas of Bread Place: stewed saltfish or stewed backs or salted pig snout, served with ground provisions, white dumplings, lentils, tossed salad, and cucumber salad served with avocado. And while you're there, remember to check out the wide variety of Seymour's beverages, which include blueberry beet with flax seeds and chia seeds. Can't go wrong there.
Good stuff.
Waba Day with sunflower seeds. Guys, you can't go wrong there, guys. Waba Day with sunflower seeds. What you laughing at? Coconut, ginger, peanut and peanut punch, and regular flaxseed and chia seed Seymour's with milk or without milk. So that's what's happening at the Thomas of Bread Place today.
But Andre, we also want to know the size of the dumplings too. I like my dumplings pretty small.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
you
okay,
like the
I'll
nice
have
Very
to-
tiny
small.
ones,
And
yeah.
hubby does a good job on that.
Okay.
Really small. Very, very small ones.
Okay.
Because, his mom taught him. So yeah.
So, Yaslin, you heard what Lady J said. She wants to know the size of the dumplings. All right. So if you can message me, that'd be nice. She said she likes them small. She said she
took
likes
that
them
on, eh?
small. She likes them
Andre
small.
took that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes them small. All right.
Add the word dumpling small. Andre, add the words she likes the dumpling small.
You know-
Natalie, behave yourself.
Natalie,
Behave yourself,
Natalie is a
Natalie.
lady after my own heart.
Natalie, behave yourself. Behave yourself. You know the
I'm
song?
being very good.
You know the song?
Right,
Behave
Izzy?
yourself.
I'm
Exactly.
being very good.
Exactly.
It's
Okay.
all about suggestion. You don't have to say anything
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. It's acting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Lady J, you just
yeah.
have to, a little wink.
And that's what Andre did across the table, across the desk. Okay, then. Good thing I'm sitting where I'm sitting. I get the side.
right, okay.
I'm in the front. Okay.
So anyway, now let me just talk about people my age now, because we have a lot of mal. We have mal all over the place.
Sales rub,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah, mal all over the place. So kota ni mala. Yes, I. So if you have a mal anywhere, you can check out Silton's for her rub, a very special rub, available in the large size for $40 and small $15, or you can call Silton directly at 716-8018. 716-8018. Again, 716-8018. Ask for Silton's rub. Kotoni mala. Yes, I like
But
that.
Andre, it's not only for humans. I remember
Animals
Kina
as
once
well?
said that
Yes.
she rubbed her
That's a
dog
good
who had a
Whoa.
pain and it went
That's
away.
a
Yes,
good-
Kina did say that once. She said
Wow.
I can't remember what was wrong with the dog, her dog, but she used it
Imagine
and the
that.
pain went away.
You know, as you mentioned that, I got a call from our very good friend, Jean. And apparently,
Who,
Jean, our friend.
Jean Elliott. Okay,
Yes.
morning,
And, you know,
Jean.
Jean always does her walking, so I think she was walking her
No.
dog. Has she told you about that?
Not walking. Her bike. She does the bike more than the walking.
Okay, but apparently she was walking that day and walking with the dog. So apparently some other dog attacked her dog.
Ouch!
Yeah.
That little poodle.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my,
and did
I'm sorry to
some
hear that.
serious damage there.
She didn't
to
tell
the
me
dog.
that.
Mhm.
Wow.
So, Jean, morning to you.
Yeah.
So, as
I forget the
Lady
dog.
J mentioned that, I just remembered. So, you may need to use a little of Silton's rub to help in,
No, if
in the
it's
healing
if it's,
process.
No, if it's a bite, you can't do that, Andre. That's gonna burn.
Well, remember, it's not just only the bite. You know, probably there's a wrestling that took place. You know,
Yeah.
probably
yeah,
different
probably.
parts of the
Yeah.
child, the dog's body, probably aching and sort of thing. Yeah, think of that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, anything you guys want to mention before we move on?
Well, I
Anything
was
that?
just thinking, as you mentioned, your friend's dog, we do need to make sure our dogs are kept inside so that they
Yes.
don't attack people or animals. You know, I know in the States it's a big deal. There are laws against that, and you can pay serious fines. And hey, I feel like dogs are just loose all the time.
That's
you
so
know?
true.
It's something we need to really pay more attention to, because your
Yeah.
dog is familiar with you, but another person, the dog will go into attack mode maybe to protect the space. You know, so it's something you have to be aware of.
And you know, sometimes I see some people having a dog on a leash, right? And they can hardly even handle the dog. You can see the dog pulling and dragging them. Literally, they try, fighting to keep control of that dog. I said, Monsieur, boy, what did
Yeah.
that dog just
Yeah.
get loose
If
there?
the dog just decide I'm gone.
And I'm sure Lady J would remember our experience.
I was just remembering
our
that.
experience some time ago when we were walking
In the
up
north.
in the north there, and this dog, two massive, these
Very
things
tall.
being a tall, like
When
came
they
after us.
jumped on Carlisle, It was up here.
Yeah. Yes.
I reached him up here. Andre was running.
Of
If
course.
I was running.
Of course.
Boy.
Not literally running, but, you know, moving from the
Protecting
trying, yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, and Janice have kind of taken on the dogs and so on. I said, Janice, leave them
No,
alone.
I wasn't taking him on. Huh?
Leave them
He
alone.
was, Carlisle was the one really trying, and I'm like, don't say anything to them
To the
because I
dog.
have dogs. Don't say anything. But Carlisle was the one taking on the dogs. I was trying to say, don't say anything and let's just go.
Oh.
But then when
and
he
don't
was,
make eye contact.
well,
Is
it
that
wasn't even eye
important?
contact. We're going about our business. We're going forward. It's coming towards us. But what happened for me, I don't know what eyes Andre saw, but for me, he was the one trying to stop the dogs. But in this case, it irritated the dogs.
Yeah.
And so the one of them attacked him, practically jumped on him.
That's
right?
serious, yeah.
Mhm.
And sometimes they don't close the gates all the way.
Well, let's
that
talk
was what
about that.
happened.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Oh, you see?
Apparently, somebody was just opening the gate or something at that moment, and they just came out of the garage and just came at us. And imagine, at a certain point, we had an opportunity to run, okay, which we did, and those dogs were
Yep.
They were
following
running.
us
Yep.
like they're
Mhm.
upset.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're upset.
Yeah.
But you know the sad thing? I think I mentioned that already. The sad part of the whole episode was a lady came out of the same garage, right, with a vehicle, and we thought she'd have probably come kind of like close to us and say, come into the vehicle
Yeah.
to protect us.
Or protect us
And
by driving next to us.
What did she say again?
It's not her dog.
Yeah.
They're not her dogs.
Yeah.
So even if they're not your dogs, but you see that like one morning when I was walking and the dog was way ahead of me, so I'm thinking, should I turn back? Should I go forward? Should I hold something in my hand? And this lady pulled out from her garage with her son or daughter she was taking to school. The child was in uniform. And she says, you know what? I think you need to jump into my vehicle because I don't trust
That dog.
You shouldn't trust that dog over there.
Yes.
And she gave me a ride. I mean, I dropped off right after because I was walking, but she wanted to drop me further. And
Just
I
to get
said,
away from the
yeah,
dog.
and I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I can come out here. But every time, I think that day, they had the dog out because Andre, I have not seen that dog.
Oh.
No.
right,
So maybe
right.
that day the dog was out.
Yeah,
So
it
maybe
just
that's
depends.
how she knew it's a dangerous one.
Yes. And sometimes, you, like I was saying, you just forget to bolt your gate all the way.
Mm-hmm.
You
Hey, dogs
absentmindly-
can pass through the
and they
holes with.
just-
She
and
had
they
just
very
push
she
the
had just
dog.
opened the gate to come out with her vehicle, and the dogs just came out
Yeah.
after us.
You really have
And-
to secure
and
your dog.
I
But when I
thought-
did my investigations, Andre, that house has no dogs, you know. So I don't know how the dogs were inside of there.
Well, that's what
I
she probably
checked,
said.
and
Not my
they
dogs.
said they have no dogs.
Mhm.
Yeah, I checked after because I mean I walked that end, you know, and they said they have no dogs. So I do not know how the
I've
dogs
never
were
been
inside
back there
there.
since.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never been back there
So it's
since.
closer to
Oi.
where I live.
That's
so.
it. Yeah, that's Lily J's family.
No. Don't ask. Don't worry about Andre. I don't even know the people. Neither the dogs.
You know, if I knowing me, the kind of person I am, if I were in the vehicle, I would stop
Yeah.
and tell them come into the car.
And
That's
give them
what
the
I
choice.
would do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
choice.
Right?
The choice. Yeah.
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 If they didn't want to, they
She
didn't.
just drove
drove
away.
off and left.
Just drove off.
And that's where the action started. That's where Carlisle had
Carlisle,
to
yeah.
fight it off, and he had to pick up a stick and all of that.
Monica Lyle.
Morning,
our
Carlisle,
good
yeah.
buddy.
Carlisle,
Good buddy.
Sharon.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't- was
yes,
Jean
yes,
with us that
entire
morning?
gang- I don't think so. I don't
So
think
it
she
was
there.
Sharon, Carlisle, you and myself.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think so.
It was
Yeah,
or
man.
Geraldine. I'm not sure. Maybe it was 4. Maybe it was 5. But generally, it was 6 of us.
So let's just, keep Jean in our thoughts and her recent experience. Because she said she tried fighting this dog.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and she said
She's lucky it could have bitten
poor
her
job,
too.
she said she used a cell phone. She used a
Yeah.
cell phone to try to get it off the
Yeah.
dog.
Oh, the
wow.
dog,
Yeah.
But you know,
They
let me
latch
ask you.
on and they don't let go
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at a time like that, what do you do? I mean, the dog may just turn on you now and
Yeah.
attack you.
Yeah.
What do
I
you
know
do?
if I'm walking with my dog, I'll hold a stick or something. I think it's important. Funny, when I'm walking alone, I don't. But I think if I'm walking, because dogs will attract dogs, Andre.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I would walk with a stick.
I saw a video one time where some dogs went after some guy, right? And I don't know what the guy did to those dogs. The dogs were intent on destroying this individual. They were intent. Okay? People came by trying their best to shoo them away. People threw water. They're attacking this guy. The police came.
Oh, I
came.
saw that video,
You saw that
Andre.
video?
Yeah,
and he
that
was
was sad.
firing shots at those dogs. They're in such a rage. The dogs didn't go down right away.
No.
Imagine they hit the officer hit them directly. Pow, 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 pow. And a few, maybe a couple of minutes after,
That's
then they
when
went
they-
down. A
They were
rage.
after him, yeah. He got
rage.
he got it. He
Every
got it.
time somebody tried to shoot him away, they just like sort of attack the person because never mind. I don't really want you,
Right.
but stay away, and they go right back after the guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yes,
See,
yeah,
that's the
boy.
thing, you
He
don't
was on
know
the
what
ground
to
getting
do.
him.
So imagine now you trying to tackle. If you fire shots at those dogs, that didn't really work at that time. Imagine you trying to tackle
Yeah.
those animals.
Yeah.
Oh my, forget about that, boy. What? Yeah.
I saw that video. That was
To be
sad.
honest with you, I think the only time I may do something like that, in fact, now I won't say where I will,
What do you mean?
is if, like, for example, that's my child or something.
Oh, if you
Yeah.
have a gun?
No, I'm saying if a dog were to attack that way. You understand?
Yeah, what would you do?
No, I'm saying if the only time I would try to fight is if it's my,
The animal,
my,
yeah,
my
yeah,
child.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because, the children are helpless at that time there.
Yes.
Not only that, but your natural instincts, it's your child.
Mhm,
You wouldn't
mm.
think,
You wouldn't think
that,
twice, huh?
that it's going to bite you. You just think, I'm going to save him
your
or...
child. Yeah, yeah,
You understand?
Yeah.
But some people would probably think of getting a stone first, Let me tell you what happened, Andre. Maybe people can listen to that. I don't know how I would be able to do it, but maybe if it was my family, I probably would think of doing it. It did the same thing to a neighbor, attacked the neighbor. Nobody could get the dog off. That's in the United States. And somebody pushed their finger in its rectum, and it released.
That worked.
It worked. And there was, I thinking, you push in the eyes, but it's in
Right.
the rectum.
Mm.
It worked.
Oh man.
He dropped the dog. Well, male, female, I don't know.
I wonder
Dropped the
if a
person.
good kick in the testicles would help.
I don't know, but for whatever reason, because they kept, you could hear them in the background.
Screaming,
prick it,
yeah.
No, prick it, juke it there, juke it there. They were actually saying it, but maybe nobody wanted to do it. I don't know. But this man just came, did it,
and
then
it released.
it released the guy.
Probably so, because that's
I don't know
gonna-
what it
that's
does
gonna be
to
painful.
them.
That's going to be
you
painful
know,
for
but
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know for certain animals, I think you can poke them in the eye. But for some reason, it worked for the dog. So that's something we should keep in mind. Andre, maybe we should walk with our gloves all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Like if you're walking, you should be able to walk in peace. I think without fear
Not
of
in
attack.
neighborhoods.
Yeah.
It's bad. Maybe on the main road.
So it's a
in
good point you were
neighborhoods-
making earlier, Natalie. That's too many times you have people who have those dogs and dogs are just loose.
They're just
Yeah.
loose,
Yeah. That's
So, I
how
mean,
we
Andre, it has
operate.
happened to us too, eh? Until we found out the dogs learned to come through the little gate hole.
And they're very smart.
They're
know.
very
very
smart.
smart.
How you get through
Yes.
this, I have no idea.
Yes, yes,
But they got out, but they couldn't come back in. They couldn't come back in.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Now, on the weekend, folks, just sharing that with you and with my colleagues here. I was watching YouTube, and of course, the algorithms, once you start watching something, they just give you so much of it.
Yeah.
So this thing about you have the individuals who go after the hive, okay? And I was just thinking about life, and I said, isn't that how life is? Let me tell you what I mean. Those guys who go after those hives, the bees build their hive all the way at the top
Yeah.
of a tree. And these trees are, 300, 400 feet into the air. Okay? And the bees are very clever. They know that you most likely can't make it there. So they put the thing on some branch where you probably cannot reach it, all the way to the top. They're very smart, right? So anyway, so you see these guys, they see the hive and they say, okay, I'm going after this thing, right? And you see the fellas have to don these, the clothes on them, the gloves and everything, so because the bees will attack, right? And the guys climb those trees. These guys are expert climbers by using nails. Those long nails. That's
Yeah.
how they climb the tree,
To grip and hold.
Imagine that. Imagine how challenging that is to climb a tree using a nail. So they climb the tree there, they're going up there, and they have something like a flambeau kind of thing. They light that to disorient the bees and so on. Sometimes that doesn't even work on the bees.
I remember you gave that story last
Sometimes
week.
they don't even work on the bees. The bees just attacking like crazy. So these guys are going up there. It takes them maybe a good 15, 20 minutes to get to the top of that thing because and usually they go in twos, right? So that's one thing. The risk to your life at the onset of climbing this tree. So you have a risk there already. You could fall
Yeah.
because the guys have no parachute. They have nothing, Not if these guys fall, that's it. You're gonna. You're done.
The strap.
You're done. They have nothing, right? But they intend on getting that hive because it has the sweetness, right? So they're going up there. So that's a risk already. Then now, the bees, right, know what's going on. So you have the guard bees who will, like one guard bee will just come around and buzz and buzz.
I'm watching you.
Yeah, buzz around to see what's going on. And go back now to the hive and tell the others, there's some guy coming up there right now for our hive.
Let's get ready to attack.
And these things come attacking. Sometimes they're actually able to go underneath the glove. Sometimes the guys are screaming. Yeah, sometimes so they have to quickly, and sometimes they try to light the thing that they have. It doesn't work at the time there. One time the guy's lighter fell. So he was a goner. He was a goner. Yeah, he couldn't get it lighted because the lighter fell. Then they have a hammer, and they have the bag, and they have the plastic, the carry-on bag, and they have little plastic bags that they put the honeycomb in there. So that's hard work. So so they have to now fight off those bees that are coming, and they have like a camera on their face. You could see the bees all around them. Oh my gosh. And when they finally get to the beehive, that's when the bees attack even more. You could see the ferocity of this thing coming at these fellas, man. Yeah, like, what you doing here? Why you come and take our thing? And eventually the fellas are able to go close to the thing, and they have a way that they slice it off. So they make sure they leave some of the hive that, and they try their best.
Out of all of that, they still continue?
Yes. And imagine they try their best not to harm the bees, because they know they want the bees to come back and continue producing.
That must be a lot of money.
So they just, shoot them a little bit. Very, very gentle. Just shoot them, right? And the bees ain't about no shoes. They're attacking. And when I saw this thing, and I said to myself, is that how life is? It's like everything you try to do, there's always these challenges, right? These guys' lives are at risk there for that thing. Even the moment when the bees are attacking them, they could probably just fall off. And to see the fellas, some of them are so good, they're actually walking on the branches. Imagine, I'm watching that and I'm getting nervous from watching it.
Oh, they probably really experienced, Andre. Wow.
Yeah. And I said, to get to that hive there, it's so difficult. And the guys still persevere until they
made
get
it.
Yeah. And now, after they get it now, they have to go back down now. They have to go back down. And sometimes the bees attack them all the way
to the bottom.
Yeah, to the bottom. Sometimes.
That's a good analogy for life.
Yes, isn't that how life is?
It is.
It's like anything that's worth having.
You have to,
You have to work hard for it.
You have to work for it.
What? Anyway, just thought I'd share that.
But you know all about that, AP. You've created.
I'm tired of telling him that. Yeah.
And every
this was
day,
also a dream of his.
every day is a challenge. It's a challenge. Every single day it's a challenge. Something comes up, and you don't share those things sometimes with staff. You know what you're going through. You don't want to stress out staff over, and they don't even know. This morning, for example, the electricity was cut here. The power went off about 8:15, right?
Not here, but in the area.
In the area.
Right, exactly. And then now we have the standby power. It only lasts for about 15 minutes or something like that after, right? And then that went off. So now I'm in here. You remember you came in around the same time?
Yep.
And I was actually on the phone with Cosmos trying to get things reorganized when the electricity came back. Now, it doesn't just come back and everything is fine, Everything goes out of whack.
Right.
Everything is affected. Right, and you have to slowly now reconfigure.
It reboots very slowly.
Everything. What's working, what's not working at the moment. The most important, well, I shouldn't say them. One of the most important things we had to do with where we have the commercials, where we have the theme song for the program at 9 o'clock this morning, and that was giving stress to come back on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was giving stress to come back on. Now listeners don't even know what's going on. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm not telling anybody anything. So I was just talking about those things. It's like
so wait, they
every
didn't know,
day.
the listeners didn't know they took electricity?
Well, I did say that
it would be off.
It would be off.
Okay.
Yeah, I did prepare them for it. But when they actually came back, it's just so many things you have to do. And we're not the only ones. That's how it is in all the stations.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Everything.
But what I will say to you, a compliment to you, is I never feel any frustration from you.
Exactly.
You're always very pleasant.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point I was making. So sometimes you're going through stuff and nobody has any idea what you're going through. And that's why, some of us, sometimes we have to be careful what we say to people, because you don't know what the person is going through at that moment.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always careful. For example, if I'm messaging somebody, I always say, hope all is well. I always say that. Because you don't know what the person is going through. And there's some people just message you and they don't care how you feel, how he doesn't feel. They just let you have it. Just let you have it.
There's a very famous Robin Williams quote that says, every single person you will ever meet is going through something you will never know, so be kind.
Yes, be kind. Yeah.
Be kind.
And some people are just not kind, right? They just say what they have to say. They don't care whether it hurts your feelings or
They don't
not.
care.
You know, a gentleman called this morning, the final caller this morning, and I think there's a death in his family, and people are saying things that are not true, and the man had to come there because he says his wife is feeling really, really bad because of what's being said. And he said that is not true. He said the person that they're saying who's out on the road or whatever, the person is still at the house. But he's saying those things. It hurts. It hurts, but they don't care. Some people, sorry.
And that's an unfortunate part of life. Rumors, gossip, innuendo will always happen. You have to be strong.
Yeah.
And you have to know who you are. And you
Yeah.
have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And keep on that path, because people will always invent stories.
And
Yes.
and
Always.
what I do is that I just, if possible, I just don't read it or I just don't listen.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna come with it,
Disconnect
I say,
completely.
listen, please, I heard enough. I don't want to hear the rest because you're affecting me. You happy? I'm the one you're affecting, full in my ear.
Yeah.
With what they said about possibly me.
You're right.
I
You're
don't
right.
want to know. I know me. Keep it to yourself.
And you know, sometimes there's some people, right, who want it to hurt you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They want it
That's
to
why
hurt
they do
you.
it in the first place, Andre.
Yes,
They
evil
want it to
people.
hurt.
They're seeking to cause pain. Yeah. But these people, I find, I don't know if you guys will agree, or any of the listeners, but I find this morning, AP, I was thinking about this as I was getting ready. I thought, there's one particular lady I know. I will not mention who this person is, but she has these ailments. And I said, but she's such a gossip. I was like, are the two connected? I was like, there's no.
I
Why?
get where,
And
mean,
she's
a
I
a
get where
lady.
you're coming from.
Oh, you said gossip. So I
The
thought you meant
lady is.
you gossiping on her.
No.
She's the
This
gossiper.
lady cannot have a conversation. In fact, I have already decided I have no longer want a relationship with her in any shape or form.
Yeah.
I was like, this lady cannot sit down and have a conversation without sneakily trying to find out something or planting something in your head about somebody that you don't even know.
Wow.
This is the kind of human being she is. And I thought, and now she's saying, this has happened to her, that has happened to her, she's going through this, she has to travel for this. And she's a lady of means. And I thought, I know people who are much less, financially
Capable.
secure, that have zero ailments. Why you should be the most vibrant, sprightly person. So I think there's a connection there with how you live your life, what you do to people. I think that comes right back to you somehow,
Oh, yeah. I
especially in
believe
sickness.
that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Something will happen to you.
I believe that. It's called karma.
Karma.
What you give out.
You
You
get back.
can't be happy.
When you cause pain like that, especially like you said, for no reason, like it's your intention, and then
Yeah.
the person you try to hurt is fine, and you're hip. All of a sudden, you're
Sometimes
hip.
they're not fine. Look what's happening. Last week we spoke about the singer. What's her name again? Ariana.
Ariana.
It was Ariana,
Grande.
right?
Ariana.
I mean, she's not the only one, A lot of these stars say they just have to get off social media
Yes.
because of all what's being said about them. They feel bad. It hurts them.
Yes,
and I
yes.
think, as I said, that's been done by people who know what they're saying or doing is going to hurt you. They know that, and they still do it.
And you don't know the person. You don't know
Yeah, imagine
Ariana.
that.
You don't know any of these people personally.
And they join in the gossip and spread it
Yes.
even more.
But we often hear that it's the person who knows you who can hurt you the most, right? So how does that happen now, where you have strangers who are saying things about somebody like those stars, and they take it personal that this thing is hurting them to the point now they just ostracize themselves. Some people actually commit suicide as a result of
Yeah.
that as well. Is
It's
that
real.
serious?
Yeah.
So how do we explain that? We say it's only people who know you who can hurt you. But when you read those stories, you have to say maybe it goes further than that.
Yes, and I
There
think
is a saying, true. But if your story comes out, it had to come from you or somebody from the family, unless the person is actually making up a story.
Yes.
So that's why it's always good to keep your business to yourself, because that's the only way somebody will be able to say something about you, or he's not in the job anymore because XYZ.
Right,
Otherwise,
right.
they should only know he's not in the job, nothing else.
But
You know
what
I
if
mean?
you need a support? Like your example, you've lost your job. What if you feel low and sad, and you just
So
need,
you're
like, you
speaking
call
to
your
someone,
auntie. Let's
yeah.
say you call your auntie to talk about it.
Mhm.
You need a support. Some people can do it by themselves, and others need support. you know,
Right.
and then,
Mhm.
then it becomes the talk of the town. What do you say to people who need that support?
Well, that's the thing. If we think back on, I didn't have sexual relations with that woman. If you think of her, she wanted somebody to talk to. Look at where it got her.
Yeah.
Not now,
Yeah.
because she's
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
She's
She's
trying
got her
now, yeah.
own. She presents all the time. I listened to one of her presentations. Excellent.
Yeah.
She started with the story of being young and meeting him, and she went all the way with it. Very interesting, Andre. If I pick it up again, I'll send it to you. I watched that whole thing. The fact is, she's doing well now, but she was really broken, almost suicidal. Yes, she spoke about that.
Yes,
In fact, I
yes,
felt
yes.
quite sorry for her now, not then. I'm sorry. You know,
But you didn't know
I
all the
didn't know.
information
I
back
didn't know.
then
And
either.
that's the
Yeah.
same thing what gossip can do to people, you know?
It's terrible. But AP, to answer your question, I think with the stars, with people in the public eye, there may be a subconscious intention to be appreciated for the work that you do. Your music, if you're a singer, you have a talent, a God-given talent, and you go into the studio and you create something and you want it to touch people, and maybe it does, but then on the other side, next to that, you have, but she doesn't look as good as she did 5 years ago. Maybe she should, have some work done. Or maybe she's had too much work done. She's not aging gracefully, blah, blah, blah. And that begins to eat away at you, because all you want is for people to appreciate
And
the
accept.
work that you're doing.
Yes,
And I
yes.
think all of us have that to some degree, because we're all connected, to
And I think maybe they feel that they bring joy to people.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how come now?
Inspiration.
How am I getting back all of
Yes,
this
negativity and so on.
nastiness? Yes.
I think what is that rapper's name again? Was it
Lil Bow Wow?
No, a female rapper.
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion?
No, there's
Nicki
another-
Minaj?
Cardi B?
I
Or
think
Cardi B?
Cardi B. Cardi B.
Yeah, those two.
Cardi B one time decided to put on her social media page or whatever it is that she bought a handbag for how much money,
Sure.
right? And I mean, she gives a backlash. People saying to her, "Why are you wasting money buying that? You could give that money to poor people and this sort of thing." And she kind of freaked out. She said she was just sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the lady is a rich woman.
Yeah.
The woman gave her ex-husband, who's her ex-husband right now, Offset,
Offset.
a birthday gift of $2 million. The lady's
Fun to
loaded.
leave her alone.
Yeah, the lady's
She worked
loaded.
hard for it, eh, Andre?
And you're telling me she's just sharing that she bought a bag. She can afford to buy that term 1,000,000 times over.
Yeah.
Just leave the lady alone. No, they took her on.
Yeah.
They took her on. She said, wow, okay, enough already.
That's why I tell you, AP, it's like you can never win. It doesn't matter what you do. That's why some people are
You've
not
got to live your
yeah,
life.
you
Just
just
live
live
it.
your life
Yeah.
and act like these people don't exist. It's crazy.
I do like Beyonce does. She really stays away from
Oh, she does.
from social
you
media.
don't, you don't know where Beyonce
She's-
is.
exactly.
Where is she? Nobody knows.
Yes, that's
Only
true.
when she's ready
Only
for
when she's
her
ready. Mhm.
tours,
Mhm.
you hear something.
Yes,
or
that's
she's
true.
performing.
That is
Last
true.
time I saw on stage was her husband's birthday.
That's
where
right,
all
yeah.
of them were on
That's
stage.
right, yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
last time.
And then
I've
she's
heard
gone away
nothing.
now. Mhm.
Now and again, the Rihanna, they follow Rihanna even more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rihanna was in Barbados for the funeral of Sir Garfield Sobers. Then she stayed for Carnival. All of that was on social media.
Yes, I saw it. I saw
You
some
know?
of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow.
But Beyonce,
But Beyonce is lucky because I think she's the last great star that was able to come up before the rise of social media, when it was all about the work. The late 90s into the early 2000s, it was about the effort and the work. Now you kind of need social media as
Yeah.
a currency to make your name, and so it's difficult if you're a private person. Like I don't know how I would do it. I'm not on social media at all.
Now, sometimes this whole thing could be your friend or your enemy,
Yeah.
right? Let me explain what I'm saying. People love it when you have numbers. When I read those things, they have 300,000 followers on
Oh,
TikTok.
millions.
Right, millions on,
Uh-huh.
so that
Like the
makes you feel
Kardashians.
pretty good. I mean, if I have any followers, maybe it's one. You know what
I think I
Yeah.
have 5 friends.
Is it? That kind of thing.
And-
But
and
they
yeah,
make a big thing. But then again, that now could come, the same thing that could come and destroy you, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because these million or 300,000 seeing everything you post, or
Exactly.
everything someone posts on your page,
Yes.
tripling.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
remember, You post it, I see it. He's my friend. He sees it. His friend sees it, and
then
just,
they share it.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So hey, that's
yeah.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, boy.
I feel for stars. I really do feel for celebrities. It's a hard life.
It certainly
It's
is.
it's
Certainly
a hard
is.
place to be, and to keep your mind right
Yes.
amongst that is difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, on another note, Cox and Company, they're celebrating their 100th anniversary of doing business in St. Lucia.
Very
Whoa.
nice.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Bravo. I
Very,
think,
very nice.
yes, Cox and Company. I think, what's the other
Bobra?
company?
Another company?
There's another company that's been here over, I think,
Carrasco.
Carrasco and Sun.
Mhm.
And Sun.
That's who I thought of when I heard about them.
Yes, folks, it's
So
not
they were
Sons,
about
huh?
the same-
It's Sun.
Sun, yeah.
By the way, how's the matriarch of the family doing? I haven't seen her in a while.
As in Carrasco and Son?
Yes, I haven't
I
seen her in
have
a
no
while.
idea.
Okay, I used to always, meet her on the supermarket, and we are
Oh,
always
really?
exchanging pleasantries. Very
Well,
nice lady.
Shout out to
I
her.
hope she's
so
all
she
right.
can
I
respond.
haven't seen her in a little
or
while,
the
but
family
they've been
will
around, I
respond.
think, over 100 years as well,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the ad-
That's a
there's an
long
ad that
time.
says it.
That's a long time. I mean, when you think of businesses that just come and last just a few months and they close shop already, 100 years. Man, you need to ask them what's your secret?
Well, the rent is probably much lower 100 years ago.
That part, that's a good thing. But
I
also,
mean,
it's
it's
a good family, eh? It's a good family because,
Yeah.
hey, one family member can really trash it.
Right.
that's
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
So that's really good for the family because obviously, if it's 100 years, the
Something-
one who began, Papa or whoever, he's not alive anymore.
Yes.
You understand?
Keep going,
So,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Yeah, to
Bravo to
continue
them.
a business, for that long, bravo. So as part of the celebrations, you know what they're doing? They're actually assisting some of their staff members with back to school expenses.
Very good.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
nice.
Great stuff.
Very, very
Very
good.
good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how many of the employees, but they actually have a part of their business operations is an organization called, I'm not sure it's an organization, but it's called the Sandra Joseph Subsidiary Program. That's part of the
So who is
the
the Sandra
operations.
Joseph?
I-
Is that
maybe
was
an-
an
maybe an
ex-employee?
Maybe
employee.
an ex-employee.
Okay.
And they probably named that in her honor.
Very nice.
Nice.
So well done. So good morning to Mr. the Chief Executive Officer,
Just now
Matthew
we need
Bobra.
a Tony Paul Foundation.
Well, probably so. Yeah. At some
Yeah.
point. Yeah, it's going to come
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need that.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yes. So he also mentioned, as Mr. Bobra, that during COVID, they also provided assistance during that time. Yes, and he was saying that many of the employees were faced with heightened financial problems, and it's true.
Yeah.
It's really true. At that time
Yeah.
was a really, really
It was
challenging
tough,
time
yeah.
for people,
Yeah.
boy. You know,
2021, 22, 23.
Boy, yeah.
when we have another pandemic, because at some point it's gonna happen again,
Mm-hmm.
I hope we handle it a lot better. I hope we learned, from the past mistakes, the way COVID was handled. I hope so.
Well, that's
Do we think
providing
we should
some of
shut
those
down?
same people are alive. Because if it happens in what?
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Then they probably wouldn't know what to do. It's learn from experience. Like for me, when I had my baby, I had to do
In
everything.
real time, yeah. You learn
Because
in
I
real
wasn't even
time.
in St. Lucia, so I had to do everything on my own. So that's what it is. You have
Well,
to
I
just-
imagine it'd be reports and stuff on file, although sometimes
True.
that means
That's
nothing
one way.
sometimes.
Yeah,
It's just
depending
there.
on what it is.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. They can go back and read and see
But
what was done.
the Republicans, man, they're ripping through Dr. Fauci. They're ripping through him.
Oh, he's back again in the spotlight, Andrew. We just spoke about him last
Well,
week.
last week he was. Now they want to have him in contempt of Congress and so on. They after this guy because they think that probably he did things that were wrong in terms of how the pandemic was the response to the
Yeah.
pandemic was handled. Yeah, especially where children are concerned. Children had to be wearing face masks
Yeah.
to school and
Yeah.
things like. I don't know, boy. I don't know who's right, who's wrong in this thing there, because go ahead.
But the face masks, what exactly is the contention with the face masks? Because
Protection, it was for us.
It was protection for
So
us.
what they say
Again,
about
That's
it-
true.
what
But
is-
remember, you are breathing in carbon dioxide.
Yeah, that was the other
It was
situation.
very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You breathe out and then you breathe in.
Mm-hmm.
Very uncomfortable. That part I didn't like it at all.
That's
at
why
all.
most people had their nose out.
Yes.
But they
And then
wanted you to
say
cover both.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was uncomfortable,
Yeah.
right? But for me, the worst part of this whole thing was, people who lost their jobs as a result, who didn't want to take a vaccine and this sort of thing. People had to be, to be taken to court or take the government to court. It did happen in St. Vincent. That was a huge thing in St. Vincent. There's still a case, I remember I told you, coming up there in October. Some people who were demonstrating against the restrictions, and that thing is still up for hearing in court. I'm saying, but why didn't you just drop this thing?
But Andre, weren't you for the closure to seeing what we saw in China? Weren't you for that?
Well, at the time,
I don't understand why the people were against it.
I thought, in my mind, they were doing things to ensure that thing that didn't spread. So I tried to cooperate.
Exactly.
You understand?
Right.
So, and even that, people are saying about the taking the vaccine. In my mind, I was trying to limit other people contracting it.
Right.
Right. So that's why I took it.
Right.
The greater. I wasn't like gung ho about it, to be honest.
I know quite
with
a
you.
lot of people who didn't take it, Andre.
Yeah, of course.
And they're okay.
Many people didn't.
Yeah,
take it.
and they're okay. But it's a scary thing because you're caught between a rock and a hard
That's
place.
exactly right.
So
You were
for your
caught-
family, for you and so on, you just say, you know what, breathe. I know when it was me for the first time I was okay, but the second time I'm like, when it was my turn, I'm like, I am feeling my heart beating really, really fast. Can I take a few minutes? You need to know you.
Yes.
I don't know why. At that moment, I just got really nervous.
You're right. You know what I saw? I saw some of my colleagues about HDS there about to take the vaccine, and they were literally praying. They were literally praying at that moment that this thing wouldn't harm them.
Oh yeah, because of what we had heard,
Yes.
it's doing to some
Yes.
people.
Some people.
Even some people
Yeah.
causing death.
I remember
That's true.
it was such a terrible time psychologically for
Yes, it
every
was. It
human.
was.
What do
Yeah.
you do? Do you
Yeah.
do it? Do you not do it? And like you said, there was so much pressure because you might have to go to work. You might lose your job. You don't want to put your family at risk. Like it was so much.
And change your clothes before you get into the house.
and wash every single thing.
Wash
you bring into
everything.
the house.
Shower. Well, when it came to the showering, I like that. Huh?
Yes.
I hope a lot of people realize how important showering is.
And every time,
really get it.
say a child had some symptoms of a cold or something,
They say, yeah.
go
and
to the
stay
respiratory.
home.
Go
stay home.
Go check, have a COVID test. I remember one time, Project my little Nairobi. That happened to her twice. She was exhibiting symptoms of a cold, and I watched the guys at the respiratory hospital or whatever push this thing down the child's throat.
To see if it's COVID.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
to
that's how
get
they
the
did the
swipe,
exam.
I'm happy I didn't.
And she could see
The objective.
it was
was-
the way she reacted. I said, "Oh my gosh, boy, wow."
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
Eventually it got a little easier. I don't know if it's because of the way they were doing it, but I think in the early stages, Andre, it was horrible. I would say uncomfortable.
Yes.
But towards, I guess, the more you do it, the more you understand. You have to go easier. You have to go in the right whatever. It got easier. Because by the time I felt the tickle, it was over for me.
Yeah.
Even when I took the jab, I didn't really feel anything, to be honest with you.
neither did I.
Lucky you.
I didn't really feel
Second
anything.
time I had fever,
Because
not.
when they gave me the jab, I remember saying, "That's
Is
it."
it over?
It wasn't painful or anything.
Very good.
But as I said, for me, I just figured I had a responsibility to my fellow man to take the vaccine to ensure I don't transmit this thing and that I don't contract it. While I know it wasn't 100%, I'm aware of that.
Did you get to take 2 or
Yes,
1?
I
You got both?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Me.
And remember, of course, there was a pushback. People saying, "Oh, if you take that, you're gonna die within 6 months." Remember that?
Yes.
You're gonna die within 6 months.
Yeah.
So imagine,
All
right?
of that you have to
All
do.
that,
you-
it was heavy.
I was
every
worried.
time.
You're the
Especially
counting down.
the second time when I had the fever and everything. Because the first time I was fine, just the swelling and so on. But the second time, Andre, I was really nervous because fever in my butt, arm swollen, cannot even listen. This is the
couldn't
highest
lift
it
your
could
arm?
go.
What?
This is the highest it could go for 2 weeks. The day when I could do that, I said, "Praise God."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
But just think of it, as I said, for the children, because they were on Fauci's case. That's what they were hitting with. Look at what you did to those children.
Yeah.
Wearing the face mask and having to be in class wearing this thing all day long, right? And they can't play with each other. Oh my gosh. Wow.
But Andre, why can't they think the opposite way of, but he saved them, he saved us? Why
That's
can't
what I'm
that be?
wondering.
Why can't that be part of the
The
conversation?
conversation.
Well, boy, I don't know, because the thing is that now you have new information coming out, like that wasn't necessary. All those
But how would he know
precautions.
that? He wouldn't know that.
This was a
And,
pandemic.
and keep in mind as well,
Yeah.
keep in mind as well, there was a lot of hypocrisy as well, because we know, right, certain leaders who were breaking the protocols.
Yes.
Those who actually established the protocols, they were breaking them, having parties and so on. Yes.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes, the hypocrisy of it as well. So
Yes, that's
boy,
true.
oh boy, oh boy, that was a real. So I'm just saying, I really hope the next time, if we're still around, that they handle that thing differently. Yeah.
I wonder, do you think, or should there be another global shutdown when you have something like that?
Oh,
Let's
boy.
say something, maybe it's not a flu, a COVID strain, but something new, something wildly different that we've never seen before.
They'll probably do the same thing.
Shutdown,
Yeah,
yes?
shutdown,
I
yeah.
think they need
Yeah.
to do it.
Remember,
It's going to be the way it is.
pandemic.
Pandemic, yes.
Not an
Stop
epidemic.
it.
Not
Yeah.
an epidemic, but a
Stop
pandemic.
it.
Pandemic, boy.
Stop
Yes,
the spread.
everything
I agree.
stops.
Yeah, I totally agree. But, you know, I don't know, but I think governments need to have a special bank account for things like that, because a lot of people, a lot of us, all of us
Yes.
suffered financially.
Yes, and in the midst of that, now you had some people who were benefiting as well, because remember this through the NIC, some sectors who maybe business people and so on who went for a rough time, and there are other people now like myself took up a pay cut, right? And then
All of us.
I didn't
Yeah.
qualify. I didn't qualify. So little things like that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh, so what you're saying, you took the pay cut. You
Yes.
had to get the pay cut.
Yes.
Because it wasn't you.
Right.
It wasn't our decision. That was what management did.
Yes.
And you're saying when it came to NIC, you had to qualify for what? Explain that, Andre.
No, I'm saying, there was a program through the NIC, the government, where certain people or certain establishments would be sort of, quote unquote, compensated for their losses.
Okay.
You understand? So certain people applied and qualified for that.
Qualified, but you
And
weren't
others
able
didn't.
to qualify.
Yeah. Those people who
man.
took a pay cut did not qualify. In other words, you still have a job.
Yeah. So you're not dire. You're not in dire straits.
Yeah.
But that was if you wanted to, because I know some people didn't go for it. You mean the extra $500 that time?
I don't remember what it was, how much,
Because I
how
know
much
they
it
were
was.
giving $500.
I don't remember how much it was.
Okay.
But I do know that not everybody qualified. Those people who still had a job. In other words, once you're still working, yes, it's true, you got a pay cut, but you didn't qualify for that. It's for people who had lost their jobs
Yes.
completely, that sort of thing.
They're prioritizing those who need
Those
it
people,
most,
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that was a good thing, but it's the length of time. So it really did not do much because of the length of time that people were down. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
And one thing I tell you, I learned, if that ever happens again, and as long as I have a job, and people saying the bank says they give you a moratorium, I'm not interested in that at all. Right?
It still has to be
I'm
paid, Andre.
And
It still has to be
the
paid.
interest keeps
Yeah.
accruing.
Because they're not stopping
It
the
doesn't
interest.
stop. It doesn't stop.
No, they're not. So
Yeah.
if you were paying $500, when that time come, you could be paying double.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it could
And-
be.
And guess what? Your salary was
Yeah.
45.
Yes.
So it
yes.
still wouldn't work, you know?
Oh my.
Sad.
So-
a lot of people complained about
Yeah.
that.
So as long as I'm working, I'm not taking that. That's for sure. I did take it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I figure you get a little break,
You got a
When-
break.
When I understand.
When you look at what's really going on.
When the time comes,
Read the
then
fine
you
print.
realize, yeah. No, when
But
the time
just
came-
before we go, let me just ask you all, what do you think about people now who refuse to take the vaccine? What do you think about people who refuse to take it?
I think those people were strong people. That's all I have to say. Strong people, strong minds, a strong belief. Because I know for my family, even if I was strong and say I didn't want it just for my family, I would bend the rules, Andre.
Yeah.
And I would have taken it,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. In fact, the family of the nation. So how I was thinking,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like we were saying. It's being caught between a rock and a hard place. I have a friend who lives in New Zealand who did not believe in it at all, and she was almost livid about being forced. You know, and, you're not allowed to come into this space now. You can't.
Yes.
You know, and she's like, this is ridiculous. We don't even know what this thing is. You know, you're telling me to take something, I don't know what it is. So I think, like Lady J said, they're strong people, and I don't have a negative idea of that. I think it all happened too fast for anybody to be able to make a concise, healthy decision. Those who want to take it, I understand. Those who don't, I understand.
And
I
let's
have
not
to
forget,
now.
there's certain people who did contract COVID, and they said
I wished
they
I had
spoke about
taken it.
they spoke about the experience. It was not
That they
pleasant.
wish they had taken
Yeah,
it.
it was not pleasant.
But they do have some people who took it, but maybe they already had it in their system because
Yeah.
they were struck like a week or two after, unfortunately.
I think
Because
maybe
some people can contract it and not exhibit any symptoms if they have strong
Yeah.
immune
Yes.
system.
Yeah.
and we don't know what's happening in the privacy of people's homes. Maybe there were those people who didn't take it and they did get it.
Yeah.
They did
And
contract
they
COVID.
just didn't tell us.
You
They
didn't
stayed
tell
in.
anything.
Yeah.
Of course, stayed
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Because remember, some of them had to get to the hospital, and of course, we lost to many. Really, a lot. You know?
And there was another side of that thing where you have people who contracted it and just took some kind of bush medicine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it helped. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, it just.
Uh-huh.
It's
And I
very
often wonder by
subjective.
taking the bush medicine and not going to see the doctor, if something is that's supposed to be fixed in the body is not fixed. I often think about that.
And
Not for
finally,
me, for people.
yeah, finally, before we have to get into the shout outs, they still don't know where this thing started.
Yes.
And that's why they're upset with Fauci. They think that he's hiding something. Like he
But
knows.
didn't they say it started from where it started?
No,
in
they're not sure.
China
They
with the
say they're not
man
sure. They're not sure if,
Okay.
if it jumped from, it was some experiment in a lab or it jumped from an animal to a human being. Yeah, these are the two theories, but they're not sure up to now.
That's wild.
Alrighty.
who-
So let's
Andrea,
get
I'll
into
take
the
this
shout.
one because it only has two before I get to Facebook.
Sure.
This is from a 1860 number. It says white dumplings have nothing to do with white or wheat flour,
Really?
Andre.
Really? So what is
It says large dumplings boiled in salt water, just the dumplings. I'm confused. Let me read it again. White dumplings have nothing to do with white or wheat flour. Okay. So,
Well, maybe they have a different
a
idea.
different, yeah, like what I was thinking
What
of.
we're thinking of is the dumplings you make with white flour. You make
That you
them-
put in soup?
That you put in soup.
That's the same one you're thinking of?
Yes.
That have to be the same one this person is commenting on. And she goes further to say large dumplings, which is what you're talking about, the large ones, boiled in salt water
Okay.
are just the dumplings. It's just the dumplings. But isn't dumpling?
Dumpling
Is
is
it
made with
one word?
flour.
Dumpling, yeah,
dumplings are
and you
made
put
with
it in
flour.
salt for taste.
Yes.
But you must put salt in it for taste. In any case, if you're putting it in the soup,
In the soup, yes.
because the soup would have its own salt.
Exactly.
So once it's
And
blended, it marinates.
Yes.
Let's put it that
yeah,
way.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew, what you looking for? What she said?
No, no, no,
About
no,
the
no,
dumplings?
no, no, no.
Oh, I thought it was that. I thought it was that. I was saying, I don't quite understand that. You
Yeah,
have
we
to,
were a little.
yeah,
we were a little confused.
and it's
about
sliced just like provisions. Well, that we know, because when you're eating it, you slice it.
Yes.
we know. I guess maybe she was just informing, but I don't think we didn't know.
that. Yeah,
we knew.
exactly.
Mhm. All right, so there's the other one, and that's from Bernadette. Good morning to Andre, Lady J, and Natalie. I am really impressed with the level of discussion and the variety of topics explored on Harddrive. Keep up the good work, guys, and have an awesome Monday. Good morning, Bernadette.
Good morning.
Good to hear from you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, all right. These were the two. Somebody else chimed in for your program this morning. Very long, Andre, so maybe you can take the time to read it because it was on your program.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, Madeline is watching. Good morning, Madeline. Oops. Look at this.
Uh-oh.
It just fell down. Thank goodness my hand wasn't there. All right. Elvin J.
Teamwork.
is watching. Yes. Madeline says, hey, good morning to you
Hey,
too.
morning, Madeline.
She put on the American, not American, Jamaican. Okay. Good morning to you too, beautiful ladies. And Andre, my dear, have a marvelous Monday.
All right, you as well.
Andre, my dear. And she sends 3 kisses and 3 hugs. Thank you, Madeline, for thinking of all 3 of us. And we have Catherine McPhee that says, Happy New Week, REV-UP team.
To you as well.
Thank you, Catherine. Lucita Shapia says, good morning, Andre and lovely Lady J and Natalie. Motivation Monday to all. Be safe. Thank you, Lucita. She sends 3 prayers and lots of kisses. Thank you. Well, hearts. Madeline also says, this morning my daughter and I spoke about dumplings and cocoa tea.
Okay, you see?
It's the best.
Lucita Japierre says, good morning, everyone, and live and Radio Garden. Share the link. Happy birthday to my daughter, Chanel Japierre, today.
Oh,
Andre?
happy birthday.
Lucita's daughter.
Oh, really?
Birthday is
Oh,
today.
happy birthday,
Chanel Japierre.
Yes. I wonder where Chanel lives.
Okay,
I
answer
really
that question,
wonder.
Lucita.
Yeah, because
She
Lucita
says,
is in the States.
Okay. Oh, Lucita is in the States? I thought she was here.
Well,
All
she
right.
comes from time to time.
Okay. She says, she's telling her daughter, eat your cake and celebrate. Coming from the entire family, there she goes, in New York, Holland, and St. Lucia. Love you. Okay, so
Holland,
where is
yeah.
the daughter then? Okay. Lucita also says, Natalie, don't look for extra work for your mom.
I know. That's why I ask her very rarely.
And she's
Very
laughing.
rarely. She's done enough.
Yes.
Madeline says, Andre would like that. Lady J, you're missing out on plenty.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about
By the way, let's say good morning to your mom's husband,
Leo.
Leo.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, good
Hope all is well, Leo. Yes. We know you have some challenges, but you'll be fine.
Okay, there is some conversation going on, so I'll pass that. Lucita says the best time for cocoa tea and dumplings on a rainy morning, especially Saturday morning. Yes.
I always say, right, the number of things we discuss on this show, and you see what people lock onto.
Yes.
Food.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing.
Dumplings and cocoa tea, the best. The best. Mommies, eh?
Yes,
You can't
yes,
make
yeah.
it yourself.
Mhm.
It must be your mother's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucita
the
also
best.
says, Andre, Charlie has a good medicine for rubbing, so check your buddy when you have mal. By the way, I saw Charlie on Saturday. He called me. I saw him. Charlie's reversing. Charlie's looking younger, Andre.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he is.
Good
He's
for
looking
him.
younger.
Excellent, excellent.
Charlie,
Yeah.
keep it up, partner. Keep it up.
Charlie. Keep it up. Al Cortez says, I think people who don't have fences and a gate should not have dogs. I
Yes,
agree.
no, really.
There should be a fine for that.
And another thing about the dog issue, right? And my neighbors find themselves in that situation, right? I think they have a couple of Rottweilers at their home there.
Wait.
They have a couple.
Oh, man.
And I'm saying the dogs are always in a pen. They don't come out or anything
Right,
because of the
right.
danger,
Right.
the possible dangers.
Right.
I said, but how do you enjoy the animal? The whole idea is to enjoy
And
the
the animal
animal.
enjoy
Itself,
being
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're locked in.
And they're just locked in. Poor chap.
Andre,
Yeah.
be
I feel
careful
sorry
that
for
you're
them.
just saying that and
I
the
feel
people could be listening.
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
that's fine. That's
And
fine.
that's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
neighbor.
I'm not saying anything.
You don't want to
anything
put
untoward.
tension.
It's a fact.
Because some animals, some dogs are active dogs. Some
Yeah.
are,
Yeah.
inside. You have to
Yeah,
be careful. with-
ferocious in the sense
Yeah.
of not wanting to bite, but want
But
to move
move
around,
around.
jump around, bite
Yes,
any
yes,
shoe, that
yes,
sort of thing.
yes.
Well, I train with us. We train our dogs from small, so they don't eat up your shoes. Because some dogs bite every single cupboard, chair, even the bed. I don't like dogs like that. We train our dogs: sit, move, don't go.
Do you let it sleep in the bed with you?
No, because my hubby wouldn't like it.
You-
But if you mean on
Right.
the yeah,
Yes.
I do
yes,
that. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. No, he wouldn't like that. He only want them when they're really, really small. And by the way, they only come in the bed if they just shower. had a
Yes.
bath.
Yes.
They don't come in the bed. No, no, no. So Madeline also says, even animals don't like anything going in their ASS. I spelled it, okay? I didn't say it.
Lady J, you
Madeline.
did so well. You did so well, Lady J. Wow.
Trust Madeline.
We have ventured somewhere very okay.
Okay.
We have ventured somewhere else, guys.
Okay, as usual, you gotta wipe the tears.
Okay. It seems like she wants to make a hard point that
I think so. I think so. She said,
Not even the okay.
Notice even. She said
Even.
even.
Even. Even. Okay.
And the humans are going there.
She said that? Oh, you add your thing.
She,
You add your thing. Take care, the LGBT people come after you. They're gonna come after you. You can't get a visa. You can't get a visa.
That's very real.
You can't get a visa, boy.
I'll say Madeline.
Madeline, this
said
is
it.
Madeline's message. Lady J is not
Okay.
subscribing to this theory in any way, shape, or form. This
Right.
is the disclaimer.
Yes.
Oh,
right there.
God.
Simply
Everything hurts me now. Okay, let's go. Mads, behave yourself, okay? And Shichab says, hello, Andre. Happy
Hey,
week.
she chub. Hope all is well there.
Okay, I hope I can
Yeah.
see.
Nice to know Shichab is keeping in touch. Yes.
There's
One
some
of our biggest
conversation-
fans, you know, actually. One of our biggest fans. One of them.
excellent, excellent.
There's some conversation going on. Oh, Andre, I need to get some tissue here.
Madeline, you made Lady J cry laughing, man.
Can't see. All right. Anneli or Anel, what's it? Whatever it is. Anneli Grubb says, good morning, REV-UP family.
Morning, Anneli.
Morning to you, Andre, and also to your two beautiful radio gems.
Yes.
Lovely Monday to all. It's sunny and hot over here in St. Thomas, USVI. Giving thanks, I am alive. Yes. And Nelly or Annalie. Yes, good morning to you. Irene is watching. Good morning, Irene. And she says, blessed Monday to Lady J, Andre, and Natalie. Have a productive week from Andre's favorite city. Andre.
New York City.
Hey.
Yes, I.
She sends 3 kisses and 3 hearts. Yes.
Thank you.
Lucita Japierre says, that wasn't easy. One night I wrapped 12 residents on my shift.
Oh,
I wrapped
COVID.
12 residents on my shift. I got anxiety.
Yes.
I am not putting no jab in my body anymore. That thing sends my menopause up.
Oh, yeah. How
Oh,
did
poor
you
thing.
make that connection?
Yeah. Well, I guess either making her sweat or the anxiety, Andre. That's what she got. Shichab says, I took the vaccine and booster shot too, and I felt fine. I'm still here 5 years later.
Yeah. Me
But I
too.
remember the 6-month thing, and I was, to be honest with you, I was a little afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time
That's
there.
normal.
Yeah.
That's normal to be. One person said it gives you the big C, just taking the vaccine.
All
Yeah, we had
everything.
so much. Yeah, we
Everything.
had so much. Lucita Japierre says, why did Donald didn't inform the U.S. earlier? He knew about it.
about what?
All
COVID
of the-
we're talking about? I don't know. What we spoke about. She didn't say. It had to be about COVID.
Okay.
There's some conversation going on, and then we go to Madeline. So how I never took the jab and I never got COVID, and I was among people who had COVID. You may not have known. Maybe your resistance is strong. Maybe you did
Yes.
have COVID. There's some people who had backache. There's some people who had headache, backache, fever, diarrhea.
Yeah.
You know,
some people just had some mild symptoms.
Mild symptoms,
Very
yes.
mild
Others is more
symptoms,
severe.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Madeline said some people died because of fear. And Sills Rub is here. Pleasant week to you, Andre, Lady J, and guest.
You as well, Sil?
Natalie Sills, wishing you a whole lot of love. Thanks, Andre, for always airing my rubs. God bless you always.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm taking the blessing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and fine. Well, 2 more. Lucita Japierre says, you've got yours? My daughter lives in Brooklyn, New York. Okay.
Oh,
My daughter
okay,
lives in
Lucita.
Brooklyn.
Thank you very much. Yes, I.
And Paya says, big up. You got any messages?
Okay,
We
bias.
have one on YouTube.
Okay, just a minute. And Annalie says, took the vaccine just because I am in the healthcare. I was
Right.
about to lose my job.
Yeah, boy,
Yeah.
that's the part.
That's really serious.
That's
yeah.
the part.
That's
Yeah,
the
we
part.
understand it, Annalie.
Yeah, I remember, you know, the response when I was arguing, because, you know, I wanted to make sure I had enough evidence and I could back up what I'm doing, and I felt comfortable, and of course I was pushing back, and some people didn't like that at all.
I remember that,
I
Andre.
didn't like that at all. I was, yeah. It's a pushing back, boy. Listen. Yeah.
Madeline says,
And
you
threatening
have
too.
me. Go ahead.
Yes,
They
and
threatened to do
threatening
what?
as well. Threatening as well.
Really,
As well.
Andre, you went through that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
That shouldn't be.
No.
No. Well, I mean, threatening for you to lose your job or?
To toe the line. To toe the line. Don't argue. Don't argue.
So, Andre, in the end, you said, I'll take it. or you said, let me see what's going to happen?
Well, I made sure I got information. You understand? That's why I was pushing back. So when I got information and I felt okay, I felt all right, I'm comfortable with
You
this.
feel better,
Then
yes.
I went through with it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
But I wasn't just going
Because
to
no
accept
one at
it
home
because
forced
yeah.
us.
Yeah, no.
Nobody
no,
forced.
we weren't forced.
My
no.
hubby didn't force me. Nobody forced. I did it. One, like you say, listen, understand, pay attention to what others are saying, you know, and go when, you know.
When you feel, because I was very late to the party. I think it was a year before I did mine.
You?
The first one, yeah.
I wouldn't
wow.
even bother. You still did it. Wow.
I still did it, and it was just like you, AP. I was just like, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm baffled and confused. So I just waited. But luckily, I was in the house most of the time.
Right.
So I didn't.
But what about your brother?
Well, he was in and out.
Exactly.
But we felt comfortable enough with that arrangement. We felt comfortable enough, and then we both got it around. I think it was about a year after.
So you both did it. That's because it's important. If you're in the house, if you're both going to do it, it's no use one in the house, one has done it, one hasn't. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, Madeline says you have me in tears and my belly in pain. LOL, she's laughing. Not just the them, but the normal person. Go there too.
Oh my goodness.
Go there too. Ouch. Madeline, this is not Madeline making me read Andre. Madeline, behave yourself. Don't let me read that. You know I'm a princess already.
Where have we gone?
So,
we,
I know Ali.
On this it says, REV-UP, my brother and sister from another mother.
Hey.
I am in the house.
Nikki, who's in New York City, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there. Hope all is well, partner. I hope all is well with you because, you know, I think I spoke about his challenges. He had some real serious health challenges, but so far it looked like he's been able to surmount them.
Oh, good.
So bravo to you, my friend.
Good.
Bravo to you.
Excellent.
Okay? Yeah.
And it says, FYI, for your information, I'm doing a lot better from where I was. My people thought I would not make it.
Wow. Yeah. He
So it
had
was
some
bad,
serious
yeah.
challenges.
Wow.
Very, very serious. Wow. Very serious.
He says, I'm alive. So I think, thank God he
Thank
probably
God,
meant
yeah.
I'm alive.
Mhm.
Still have little challenges. And also thankful for those who prayed for me. Special thanks for my wife. I think he means to my wife,
Yes.
who came from New York to bring me up. I love her. All other girl, Andre, I'm done. All other. Some people are bold. You are married and you put that there.
He's telling
Leave
us
the guy
exactly how
alone.
he feels.
Leave the guy alone.
Oh
Leave the
my
guy
God,
alone.
you're bold.
Yeah.
All right, so
Be-
ladies, stay away.
Just be happy. Just be happy that now he has, come full circle.
So he
yeah,
says,
man, brother Nikki. Yes,
he says, I'm done. So rev up to Janice and Natalie and her laugh. We go talk. Thanks to DBS. Oh, that's nice. Thanks to DBS. He put that as well.
Alrighty. Yeah, man, brother Nikki. That's real good news. That's really good news.
You're right. He's been
Yeah.
honest. Boy, I wouldn't even put that. Takes a lot to put that, Andre.
Yeah.
You would get a
yeah.
But when
woman
you become a
upset.
seasoned man,
No, but
I think-
it's not the man. It's what it's the
oh
woman
yes,
now
exactly.
that's receiving this message.
Exactly.
You have to understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's not him. He knows how he feels, and he now wants to confess because he can take it. But can she accept it? Can she
Wow.
take that? Because I know, take that. That means all the time you were cheating.
That's what I'm saying. Some ladies are long suffering like that,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I know I wouldn't do it.
That's true.
ever.
Some ladies are long suffering like that. It's so
They
true.
don't forgive.
It's so true.
They ain't forgiving.
When you say they, you're not in that?
Forgiving?
Yeah.
I'll eventually forgive, but it'll take a while.
Okay. Well,
gonna be honest.
in South Korea has a story, a very interesting story. There's a guy who owns an organization called SK Group, and he's rich, filthy rich. He just had to pay his wife $644 million.
He rich,
That's part
but
of
true.
the divorce settlement.
What money is that?
Pardon?
What money is that?
US.
That's
US
just
dollars.
million
I
US.
thought you
Yes.
said South Korea.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm
Wow.
giving it to you in US currency.
Wow,
Yeah.
gee.
So $644 million to this wife. You know what happened? He had a child with another person.
Outside.
Yes.
Was that in
Ouch.
the prenup?
I don't know. But they also gave examples of Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife, Mackenzie
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
She got 38 billion US dollars. Okay, as well
That
as
was deserving to her, Andre, because remember she helped him
yeah,
with the
yeah,
business.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was
Coming up,
deserving,
yeah,
yeah.
You have Melinda
Yeah.
Gates. She got 76
She too.
billion.
She
76
too.
billion. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But just want to ask the question: if that were to happen to either of you, you know, you have your husband and you found out he's fathered a child with a lady, you know, who's not his wife, and so on. Would you stay? Because she was very upset. The wife was upset.
No.
She left.
No.
You wouldn't stay.
No.
I'm one of those, but Andre, you know, I'm married, I'm mature, I'm thinking outside the box.
Okay.
If you don't know, it won't bother you.
Mhm.
If you don't know. The question is, at what time in this relationship you find out? Because
Maybe
if it
not-
is a time that you felt that you were really in love with him, and that's when that child was born, you're going to take it seriously.
But you know, I've said this already. It's tough enough for we, the fellas, who are ordinary guys. We're not rich, right? It's tough for us to be faithful. It's tough. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's tough. I could imagine what it is for a rich person.
True.
I feel
rich man.
sorry. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
sorry for
because the
them.
females
I
you know,
feel
Rich man
sorry
will get
for them.
every woman at him.
Oh my gosh, I could just
and
imagine.
no matter how old he is too.
Yeah, I could just imagine what.
But Andre,
these
what we're
rich people-
simply saying is, maybe you can cheat, yeah, because you have the opportunity, you travel a lot because of the, you know, you rich, you, and maybe the work, the business that you're in, your profession. But Andre, what happened to the socks? Where the socks? No?
Sometimes, you know, you think you're okay. That does happen
Right.
sometimes.
But you have
Once
to
you-
remember the
once
woman
you
could be
are-
trapping you too.
I know, once
so
you-
wear the socks.
I know. Once you see you're having sexual relations, there's a high probability
99
someone will get
point.
pregnant. High probability.
Yeah, 99
right?
points.
Sometimes you get away. You know what I mean? You put
Yeah.
you get away. But
Yeah.
there comes a time,
Yeah.
something goes. You just maybe
Yeah.
lose control.
When I'm talking to those that I understand you. I'm talking to those that are married. I am talking to those. If you want the marriage over, then go ahead and do what you're doing. You know, because not many people will stay.
Exactly.
People
Look,
might
look,
stay simply because of, as we say, they are not there for the love. They were there for
Security.
security. They're there for all of that money that is going to put a stronger bond on with them. Because I mean, you'll always have money for the rest of your life.
So Natalie, why wouldn't you stay? I'm curious.
I just don't think. I've been thinking about this a lot, actually, many years, and I just don't think it's not even that he fathered a child with another woman. That is forgivable, as are most things. I think it's what it feels like. What does he think of me, and what does he think of himself as a man, and what does he think of women in general? Like, I'm always observant of men. Every man I meet, almost, I observe him to see what he thinks of women. Because whatever his mindset is of women is how he will behave with women. So whatever you do with women is going to impact me. And I can't have nonsense. Like, I just can't. You know? I'd much prefer to do my own thing my entire life, as long as I know it's respectable. It's only about respect for me. So if you cannot do that, then we can be friends.
See why I stand there? To me, the only men who can be faithful, you got to have a lot of spirituality in your life.
So what's going on with that, Mr. AP?
Ask the question so I can understand. I don't understand.
So why get married then? Because you all know yourselves. Why get married if you know?
The point I'm making is that for a man to remain faithful, you've got to be, I tell you, spiritually on another level. That's the only way. But for you to be...
You don't think the person is deeply in love with the partner?
Right.
And that could stop them?
You're in love.
Right.
But we've spoken about that already, how some men sometimes think with the other head. You understand? So it's
That means you're
tough.
not in love.
It's tough. You know, let me tell you, the only man that can probably escape something like that is the one that says, I do not want to displease God. How many of us say that?
Zero.
I do not want... It's not even about the wife. It's about you and that relationship with God where you say, I do not want to displease God, so I will not do that. That's another level. Apart from that, oh, wow.
So,
you
AP,
can't
what
make
you're
it.
saying is we
You
should
can't
not
make
get
it.
married, is what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying that's the reality. So once you see you get to married to a guy, you know he's not really spiritual, just expect it. Just expect it. Because he's not on that level. You understand?
Right.
It's not about pleasing you, the wife. At that time, he's not thinking about that. It's the same thing like, for example, theft and all that. I have to say to myself, I will not steal, go to somebody's property and steal because I don't want God, I don't want to displease God. Do you understand? But if you have to leave that to your human nature, you go and steal. But when you look at it from a higher level, that's why I tell you have to be really spiritual. Boy, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very difficult, especially if you see you're a rich person, you have people on your case, tempting you left, right, and center and know exactly how to play the game.
So why do men get married if they know of this? The urge is so powerful that they can.
No, I think they probably. Well, there are guys who get married and know they're going to cheat. Huh? That's for a fact.
Well, you mean no, they will not stop cheating?
Yeah. There are guys who know that already. They already know that about themselves, right? But there are others now who genuinely want to do the right thing.
But get
and
caught occasionally.
They can't do it.
Say again.
They can't do it. They can't.
Depends. I said to you, if they have the only way. Is ever had that connection with God? That's the only way. But left to ourselves, just the way we are there, wow. Boy, let me tell you, when you see the temptation comes along, it comes your way. And the worst part is if you see you like the temptation. Yeah, you like it. Meaning, this is somebody that you're attracted to. And the person is making themselves available to you. It takes a lot of man to turn your back and walk away from that. You say, boy, you make a thing, and you remember the guy from California said, Gavin Newsom, it was the briefest of encounters.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's just an
there
encounter.
was an encounter.
But there was,
Exactly. Yeah.
You still let her see
That's
you still let her see your body. That was only supposed to be
and
for
that's
me.
all the wife will care about is that there was an encounter.
Yep.
Like the man will say, honey, it was just the briefest of encounters.
And by the way, the other lady feels offended by that too as well.
Absolutely.
That you see her
Absolutely, yeah.
in that way.
Not everybody gives their body. I gave you my body, and
Right.
that's what you think.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
That is fascinating information.
Yeah. But you have to say that because
Nobody's being honest though.
where to say
That's
it was
honest.
brief?
No. I'm saying what AP is saying is
Oh,
honest.
AP, you saying? I'm saying this guy is saying brief. No, that's just to save his butt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I believe,
Absolutely, yeah.
I believe that too.
Yeah.
That's to save his butt. You stuck already. Just
Yeah.
No, you
That's
wrong.
true. Take your licks. Take your
After
licks.
this,
Yes.
Take your licks.
Right, take your licks.
Yes.
Take your licks.
This is
Take
the
your
time
licks because
to-
the more you start telling your wife, the more angry she will get.
Yes.
Okay, do
There's
yeah.
nothing you can say at this point.
That's true.
No,
That's true.
yeah. So just because you're
That's
wrong,
true.
okay? So you were wrong. Don't say you were right, because you know you did it, and she knows you did it, and that's the thing. They know they did it. She knows they did it, and they keep saying, "No, it didn't happen. No, it didn't happen. It happened." Stop right there.
But
Don't
he's trying
act.
to save. He's trying to save
The marriage.
The brief
marriage,
thing.
yeah.
I
By saying
know.
brief, yeah.
Yeah, but whether it's brief or not, it happened. So stop right there. Don't add anymore. The adding is going to put problems.
And usually the adding is the lies. These are lies.
Exactly.
Possibly.
The adding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. The
Because
briefest
look,
of encounters,
people
yeah.
like Clinton, she stayed with him. All right?
But it wasn't easy.
But it wasn't
It
easy.
wasn't
and she
easy
spoke
at
about it
all,
after.
at all.
Yes,
Boy.
yes.
They probably didn't even sleep in the bed for maybe 2, 3, 4
Boy.
years. Who knows?
No
Come
coochie
on.
coochie there for 6 months.
6 months
Or
alone,
more.
who knows?
Or more. Boy,
Who knows?
boy.
That was hard. The world knows your business.
But she,
I mean-
because she's the first lady, she has to present still as a supportive
Yes,
wife.
yes.
But you have
Yeah,
to
that's
understand,
tough.
she could have left after. She didn't.
Let me tell you.
That's the
Other
thing,
people
yeah.
wait and they leave after.
Listen to this. Donald Trump was recently, convicted of sexual assault. They didn't say what the assault was. I don't know what it is. If it was rape, it wasn't rape. They say sexual assault.
Yeah.
That thing went up all the way to the Supreme Court in the U.S. Donald Trump has friends there, people he appointed there in that Supreme Court, and they all came back and said, "You are guilty
Really?
of sexual assault."
Good.
Imagine that wife hearing that. Imagine her reaction
I think
to
about
hearing
that.
something like that.
Andre, let's not talk about her. I mean, she's the 4th wife or so. Come on. Let's
No.
talk
Reality is
Imagine,
reality. She has
it
feelings.
doesn't matter.
She has feelings.
She is the 4th wife. She know all about the cheating.
No, but
that
listen,
with
but
him.
No, it's not just cheating. That's sexual assault.
Yes, Andre,
That
but
means
what
there's some violence involved in that. Something where
Some
he took,
coercion.
some forcing and so. You understand? That's serious.
Well,
That's serious.
The way I look at it is she's probably the 4th wife, the 3rd wife, 1, 2. I don't know. To me, she would have known all about that kind of. Nah, I'm not feeling sorry for the 4th wife. Maybe the 1st and 2nd. No, Andre, I'm sorry. I know I'm a married woman, but I'm not gonna feel sorry for the 4th wife. because you would know all of that.
About his
You would know all
proclivities.
about that.
Yes, yes.
Because you probably stepping in while he's
yeah,
still married.
Yeah, but what you know is probably the cheating part. That's what you know. But
Yeah.
to
No,
hear,
no, no,
to
there were
hear
more things.
sexual assault, that is serious.
Yes.
There were more
That's
things
serious.
that came
That
out
means
on him.
that means
she
I
knows.
don't know that man. I don't know that man. Right? It's one thing if you're cheating.
That's how I would
That's one
feel.
thing.
That's how I would
Right?
feel. Who is that man?
And you who can get a lady like that, you're going to go and force yourself on somebody?
Well,
that doesn't look good at all.
they do
If it's
that.
me, Boje, I go and put my
No
tail
means
in my
no.
backside.
No
boy,
means no,
And I
yeah.
live in St. Lucia for a while.
No, I agree.
That's embarrassing.
I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing about Ted Bundy. Have you
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of
of course.
Ted Bundy? I saw a photo of him last night with his wife and his young daughter in prison. And I said, is that lady choosing to stay with
You
them?
mean they came to visit him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said in
Visit.
prison. I was thinking.
And I said, everyone's all smiles. And I said, did that lady sit down with herself and say, I'm comfortable staying married to a serial killer?
I think maybe
You know,
sometimes too, they don't believe that it happened.
Right,
as well.
Andre, and it's the
Yeah,
treatment.
the guy's lying.
Remember, it's the way you treat that individual. Maybe he treated her with so much love and care that no matter what anybody says,
doesn't-
she won't believe it.
Multiple victims.
She won't believe it.
Yeah,
But
I think over 80-something victims.
I wouldn't even want my daughter to get
over
close.
80-something victims.
All these guys
Yes.
have wives. Lady
I
J.
wouldn't even want my daughter to get close.
Listen to me. And he has his baby daughter there. All
Yeah.
of them. I was just
I
like,
wouldn't
how
want-
do you even? What's that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But you know what I was thinking, AP and Lady J? Yesterday I was saying, the thing about human beings is we will always find a justification for what we want,
Yeah. True.
whatever it is.
Mhm.
The thief you talked about,
Mhm,
the
mhm.
thief will justify
Why he did it.
thieving because
Mhm.
he wants to take that thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Somebody who commits murder will say, but that person tell me whatever on my mother, so
Mhm.
how could I not chop him? Like, whatever it is you want, is you will make a justification for it.
Or
So
the
you-
one of them that said, I just wanted to kill someone, and the first person I saw I killed, and nobody knew for years, so I just went on a rampage.
Mhm,
People will say
exactly.
that.
If
know?
if you feel like that's your husband, and you don't want to leave him, even if he's done all these horrific things, you will forget that and justify it because that's your husband.
I don't know if
That's
you. I
very
don't know if you
interesting.
mean forget it. You put it in your subconscious.
Yes, you
Yeah.
put it behind
Mhm.
you somehow.
Mhm.
Yeah, boy. life. Okay. We got to wrap it up.
Hey, where's the ice?
Tomorrow we'll have it
Okay.
because it's already 20 minutes to midday.
Mhm.
But I think people
Oh, but
must
she
have
was supposed to read
our
this one.
listeners
She's got
enjoyed-
one, Andre,
enjoyed
on
the vibe.
YouTube.
Hmm?
Uh-huh.
So Annalie says, good morning, REV-UP family.
Oh, that's the
three
same thing,
kisses.
yeah.
Same thing
Okay.
from Annalie.
Mhm.
Mhm. That's
Okay.
nice.
So thank you very much, Natalie. Thank you, Lady J. Lady J was coming up on the show today on the
Today's
REV-UP
Monday,
Center.
so
REV-UP
we
Center.
have the today's Monday, so we
Mhm.
have the insurance people here. Mr. Plummer and Mr. Phillips will be here this
Right.
afternoon, 2:00, talking
Mhm.
insurance.
Yes.
Yes, from Marriage Insurance,
Mhm.
and our usual. We've got the news with Andre.
Yes.
We also have the why are you laughing? The hit of the day, and of course the one hit wonder that's coming up. Yes,
Mhm.
and music, of course.
Lots of great music.
Yes, so folks, all that's coming up on the REV-UP Center with Lady J until 3 this afternoon, 3 o'clock until 6, going to be Zen the DJ. By the way, I think he should be on his way back to Barbados
Oh, yes, today?
as we speak.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had him home with me for the last week.
Right, about a week.
Yeah, last week, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that a good interesting or?
I mean, we had some heavy discussions.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
and some
gotcha.
light ones as well.
Okay.
But yesterday, I took him up north, and we had lunch and stuff together.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was cool. That was cool.
Wow.
And this morning when I got up, my usual 3 o'clock, he actually got up around the same time. Yeah, he was sitting on the chair there, and he said, "You're going to go on the phone for a little while, blah blah blah." Yeah, and I said, "Okay, son, have a safe trip and everything, and I'll talk to you later."
Wow. So what time do you go to
Wait,
bed,
wait.
AP?
Last night probably around minutes, I think 11, after 11.
Keith,
It
come
depends.
then.
It depends.
So you don't need much sleep?
No, that's one thing. If my life has to be shortened for any reason, probably that. Yeah, I don't get sufficient sleep at all. I must admit that. Yeah, it's just the
I
way
guess your
I work.
body's used to it now.
Your body might be used
I wonder.
Because I make even if I lose, there comes
You
a
make
day
it up somehow.
that I have to
yeah.
make it up.
Yeah, me too.
My body's just going to sleep and sleep and
I
sleep.
will crash out
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, like in my case, the sleep during the day is a little different because there's so much noise.
Right.
Yeah, so you kind of like it's
If
not
you
really
had-
the real thing.
Andre, AC in the room, you're hearing nothing. You're sleeping like a baby.
I sleep anytime.
Really?
Anytime. Yeah. I'll conk out anytime.
Okay.
Day, night,
Wow.
evening.
According to Lady J a while ago. cut. That's it.
Andre,
All right.
seriously, there's a death.
A
Somebody
death?
put that, yeah.
Who-
Sills put it. Andre, Mr. Leslie Compton, brother passed away, Keith Compton.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
Oh.
Alrighty, sorry to hear that. That's
Wow.
my good buddy. Okay, Leslie, I know if you're listening, our condolences. Okay. Alrighty, so folks, we have to say so long. This has been Hard Drive for today, Monday, the 10th of August. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing. Those of you on Facebook, YouTube, X, and also on DBS Television, thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
All right, much appreciated. Thank you for the company. So this has been Hard Drive brought to you. Thank you very much, Natalie.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right, so the show was brought to you the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Randalli's Funeral Parlor, we strive to bring you and your family the highest level of comfort, absolute satisfaction, and peace of mind during your most sorrowful time of need.
Our professional standards and quality services are second to none. We offer ground burials, burials at sea, cremations, and embalming, fine locally made coffins, internationally made caskets, 24-hour emergency, shipping and receiving the deceased to and from overseas.
Ram Valley's signature funeral package includes a casket or coffin collection, refrigeration and preparation of the body, hearse services, 100 funeral leaflets, 12 memorial buttons, 6 keyrings, 10 corsages, and 1 framed photo.
Ram Valley's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries, and Lartuni, Beaufort. For more information, please call 758-452-2021 or 758-454-9239.
From coast to coast,
I would love to hear it.
we're revving up the airwaves
Are you sleeping?
on 95.9 FM, the alpha of radio.
Think you've heard it all? Think again.
Tune in on Wednesdays on REV-UP St. Louis.